That could happen to anybody. Little did I know that it would eventually happen to me too. Wouldn't that be great if everybody shopped like billionaires? So I ordered the cards and here they are. Oh my god. Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's video is one that I did not expect to be making, and as you can guess from the title, it's all to do with TEMU stealing my greeting card designs. As I'm filming this video, this happened to me a few weeks ago now, and although I've spoken about it on Instagram and everything, and the cards have been taken down off TEMU, more needs to be done about this because I'm not the only one that this has happened to. I've heard of so many stories and so many small businesses where giants like TEMU and Shein are stealing small businesses' illustrations, designs and putting them onto products, or sometimes selling the exact same product on that platform for a much cheaper price as well, because obviously the quality is not going to be as good if you buy it from TEMU or Shein as opposed to if you're buying it from a small independent business who has literally handcrafted that item or has worked their absolute balls off to get that product to the quality that it is. So for these companies like TEMU and Shein to just steal these designs and put them on their platform for a much cheaper price and generate hundreds of sales, thousands of sales even, it's just not right. And although I've spoken about it on Instagram and the cards have actually been taken down off TEMU, that's not enough. Like, this is still going to keep happening, so I wanted to put this video out there and just kind of out TEMU a little bit and spread the word and the message to not support these companies. So as you can also guess from the title of this video, when I found out that TEMU had stolen my card designs and were selling them on their platform, I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a YouTube video about this, and to kind of put the cherry on top of the cake, I'm going to order the greeting cards off TEMU so we can compare the quality of the cards to the ones that I sell on my shop. So I have the package here unopened and we're going to unbox it in this video and see what the quality of these cards are actually like. Kind of worrying because I've been putting off filming this video because in the back of my head I'm like, what if I unbox the cards and they're better quality than mine? But I really highly doubt that that's going to be the case. Anyway, we're going to power through. We're going to get this video filmed and unbox the greeting cards and see what these are like. So we'll get to unboxing those a little bit later on. So for those of you who haven't heard of TEMU before, firstly, where have you been? And secondly, let's talk a little bit about what TEMU actually is. So TEMU is basically an online retailer and marketplace that launched in the US in, I think it was September 2022. So it's not been around that long at all, really, in the grand scheme of things. TEMU have questionably low prices and a gigantic catalogue of items. Like, you can literally find anything on there. They have homeware, electronics, even the most random things like random musical instruments. They have clothing on there as well. Literally the most random things and stationery items. You can find them all on TEMU. So there's this massive catalogue of products, and all the products are ridiculously low priced, which rings alarm bells, does it not? So TEMU's tagline is to shop like a billionaire, and that's all I'm going to say on that front because I think that pretty much sums up the ethos and the morals of TEMU. Shop like a billionaire, because wouldn't that be great if everybody shopped like billionaires? TEMU claim that they keep their prices low by cutting out the middleman. So it basically allows Chinese vendors, because it is a Chinese company, it allows Chinese vendors to send directly to American consumers and ships directly from China instead of a network of US warehouses. So it skips that kind of middle part out that most online retailers do put in place. The thing that's really worrying about TEMU, the thing that worries me the most, and why I would never ever support TEMU or Shein or any other website like that, is that there are so many question marks surrounding the environmental impact of TEMU and their suppliers, with the main concern being the workers' rights that are working and manufacturing and producing these products for TEMU. I've read up on quite a few articles about this, and the main consensus is that it's really feared that TEMU products are being made by Uyghur Muslims, and these are being detained by the Chinese authorities and have been since 2017 2017, and they're being detained in what they call as re-education camps. Now, we don't know how true this is, but a lot of people are suspecting this, and there have been lawsuits against this and things. Basically, there's just a massive question mark over workers' rights for TEMU and Shein and places like that, and it's just not worth the risk. Like, why would you want to support an online retailer that there's even a slight chance of that happening? So many people are suspecting it to the point where you kind of know deep down that it's true, but there's just no absolute proof that that is what's going on. So yeah, that's a huge thing for me and for most people, and the main reason why they would never ever support TEMU. So that was a little bit about TEMU and why it is so controversial and why a lot of people are so against shopping from TEMU, which they should be. And now we're going to move on and just talk a little bit about exactly why I'm making this video today. I'm making this video today because TEMU are constantly stealing small businesses' designs and artwork and selling it as their own, and something more needs to be done about it. The only real solution at the minute is a mammoth task for small business owners, and it's to regularly check these sites like TEMU and Shein and make sure that your products aren't cropping up anywhere. And if they are, you have to go through the task of filing a complaint and making TEMU aware that this is your design, and you have to upload proof, you have to upload links, and it's just not sustainable. It's impossible for small business owners to regularly be going on sites like these and checking that their products are not being sold, and then having to go through all the effort of getting them taken down, which is quite a lengthy process, especially if you've got multiple products that are being sold that you need to make them aware of. And small business owners have so many tasks to do already. We are busy people, and stuff like this just kind of gets shoved on the back burner a little bit, and you just think, oh, I'll get round to doing that, and then you don't, because there's just so much other stuff to do, and it's such a lengthy task as well. So something seriously needs to be done to prevent these products getting on TEMU in the first place. So I remember a good few months ago now, probably at least 6 months ago, I saw a TikTok video of an Australian visual artist. She was called Kelsey Cosmic. I've got a name written down there because I know I would forget it. And she shared her experience of finding her designs and patterns on TEMU across multiple different products. If I remember correctly, she said she was at a festival and she saw some guy wearing a shirt in front of her, like in the distance, and it was her pattern on the shirt, and she didn't sell shirts. So I think she literally went up to this guy and asked him where he got it from, and he said TEMU or Shein, I can't remember which one it was. She then went on the site to find that her designs and patterns had been used across so many different products, including ones that she sold herself, and they were all being sold at a much lower price than what she was charging for them, because obviously they would have all been handmade or produced by the small business owner and their manufacturers, whereas with TEMU it's mass produced and they can sell it for a lot cheaper, especially if they're cutting out that middleman and using forced labour. So yeah, I remember seeing that a good 6 months ago now and thinking, oh my gosh, like what, that could happen to anybody. Little did I know that it would eventually happen to me too. So let's rewind a little bit to the 18th of February 2024. I woke up one day to multiple messages from a few of my lovely patrons. We have a group chat on Instagram where we all talk to each other, and there were some messages in there that people had found one of my card designs being sold on TEMU, and it was one of my best-selling cards. And then there was another message a little bit later on saying that they'd found another one of my cards on there as well. So there were 2 of my greeting card designs being sold on TEMU. And I remember I woke up to these messages and I read through them, and initially, when I thought if this ever happened to me, I thought I'd be so upset, I thought I'd be like crying and all things like that, but I literally didn't feel much at all. The thing I felt the most, the highest emotion, was just like disappointment and frustration, really. Just thinking, oh, now I've got to tackle this, like getting this taken down, how am I going to do that? But because I kind of knew that it was happening to so many people, I didn't see it as a massive deal, even though it is obviously a massive deal when a giant company like TEMU are stealing and selling your designs. But I took it a lot better than I thought I would if this ever happened to me. So as soon as I found out that these 2 cards were being sold on TEMU, I obviously went on TEMU and found the listings for myself, and they had literally used my exact design. So they hadn't even just taken the illustration, they'd taken the exact text that was on the card, the exact background colour, everything. It was a direct copy. One of them was slightly different in that the text text was not the same font, but there was actually 2 different listings of one of my cards. There was 3 listings in total. 1 of one greeting card and 2 of the other greeting card. 1 was exactly the same and 1 was the one that had the slightly different font for the text. And initially I didn't know how to go about it, like how to take the greeting card listings down or anything like that. So I didn't do that until the next day, I think. Initially when I saw these greeting cards, I thought, do you know what, before I actually get these taken down, I'm gonna order them, which I know is like a bit contradictory because I'm ordering from TEMU, but it's for this purpose, to out them in this video. I would never ever purchase from TEMU, just to clarify. So I ordered the cards and here they are. So in this next section of the video, we're going to open them up and see what they are like in comparison to my greeting cards. And this is the bit that I'm really nervous for because I'm scared that the quality is actually going to be okay or decent. I suspect it will be decent, but not the same quality as mine. So I'm just opening it up here and we'll see what we've got. Oh my god. Okay guys, there was no reason for me to worry about the quality of these cards, let's just say that. From the initial look at these cards, Jesus Christ. So I'm going to show you them side by side. I'm going to put mine up first. So this is my 30 greeting card. This is it here. So it's on a lovely satin sheen cardstock. It's 350 GSM. So it's really thick, really sturdy. And the print quality is amazing as well. And that's the back. So that's my 30 greeting card. And this is the TEMU 30 greeting card. So it is bigger than mine. I think this looks about 7 by 5 inches, whereas my cards are A6 size. This is the 30 card, so it's a little bit more glossy than mine, but hopefully you can literally see there's like white here where they've literally cut out my design and they've obviously missed cropping that bit off. The markings on the ears are so thick and it's a lot thinner than my card as well, like it's a lot more flimsy. So side by side, here's the difference. Hopefully you can see that well. So this is mine and this is TEMU's. And it's just little things, like I don't know if you can see here, the white marking on the teacup. There's bits on the teacup that are a lot more white than others, and it just looks like they've completely messed up transferring this design onto their card, whereas if you look on mine, there are no white markings on the teacup. So yeah, I really didn't have to worry about the TEMU cards being better quality than mine. And obviously the back is just completely blank, whereas mine has all my details on. And the inside is blank as well, so are mine. But guys, that 30 card is actually really, really good quality compared to this next one that I'm going to show you. Oh my gosh. Are you ready for this? So, the next one is my You Crock My World card. So I'll show you my card first. It's this design. So it's 2 little crocs holding hands and it says You Crock My World. And again, the back is the same as the 30 one. It's exactly the same, 350 GSM satin cardstock. The print quality is amazing. It's super clear. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then the TEMU one. Let me just take it out the cellophane sleeve. Jesus Christ. That print quality though, oh my god. Look how pixelated that is. Look how blurry it is. Hopefully the camera's picking it up. Let me put mine next to it so you can see. So that's mine, super, super crisp. And that's TEMU's. It's like bleeding out on the edge because it's so pixelated. And again, I think this is 7 by 5 and mine's A6 size. So yeah, the quality of these cards is pretty atrocious, not gonna lie, which makes me feel very good. I think these cards were being sold for like £1 something on TEMU, and my cards on Etsy are £3.95 including delivery. So They were selling them for a lot cheaper than I am. But obviously, again, that's because it's TEMU. It's this massive company. They're mass producing products and the quality is just absolutely awful. Like, the cat's eyes are just... oh, I just can't even. It's just so bad. Someone has clearly like traced over my design with the 30 card. Yeah, they've definitely traced over it because the brush texture is different. It's a really crisp line, whereas mine has a bit of texture to it, which is meant to. But with the croc one, I feel like they have literally just ballooned up my design because it's really pixelated. I don't think they have drawn over that one. I think they've just blew my design up. But oh my gosh, what a relief. I was actually super scared that I was going to open them and be like, they look the same as mine, and then this video would have kind of gone a bit to pot. But yeah, I'm super happy that the quality of them is awful, and yeah, happy days. So I'm going to leave this video here now that we have compared the cards, and I feel very good about myself that my cards are so much better quality than TEMU's. The cards are all off TEMU now, although it has been recommended to me by people I've spoken to keep checking because sometimes they will take them down but then they put them back up again within like a couple of weeks. So I need to keep on top of that and checking whether they have been put back up. But the process to get them taken down was actually quite easy, and they were taken down like the next day from when I filed the complaint. So on that front, TEMU were good at taking it down really quickly, but it shouldn't get to that point, should it? Like, these products should not even be getting onto TEMU. They are my designs. They do not have permission to use those designs and sell them. It's just so wrong. So yeah, I'm going to keep checking and make sure they don't crop up again. But I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video and found it interesting to watch. If you take anything away from this video, it's to please don't ever shop from TEMU or Shein, and do your research with these massive online retailers and make sure you are comfortable ordering from them. Sorry guys, I just had to erase some stuff off my SD card because it was telling me it was full. But we're going to leave the video here for today. If you are a small business who have had your design stolen, then hopefully you have found some comfort in this video knowing that you are not alone and they can be taken down if you do fill out that form. But it does take a bit of time, and hopefully if we all continue to push out this message of TEMU and big online retailers stealing designs like this, then hopefully something will eventually happen about it. We don't know what that's going to look like or when it might happen, and it is a huge thing to tackle, but hopefully something can be done about it in the future, fingers crossed. If you guys have enjoyed this video, I do upload videos to this channel every single week, usually a studio vlog or sometimes tips and tricks videos as well, all about running a small business and my small business journey. So if you don't want to miss any of those videos, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you could give this video a like as well, it helps me to know that you enjoyed this, and it also helps to push this video out to other people who like this kind of content too. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and hopefully I will see you very soon in another video. Bye guys!